How's it going, VC? Todd Guy, Thrash and Zombie here. With year 1989, my favorite albums. In 89, I was 16 years old. I was just getting into the more heavier stuff. Still listening to the glam, the sleaze, the hair metal, whatever you want to call it. I guess that's all three different genres, I suppose. I don't know. Quite a few albums today. 18 or 19 of them. A couple of CDs, because I don't have them on vinyl. Oh, let's see. First up is Annihilator, Alice in Hell. This is the Music on Vinyl reissue on blue with white wispies. Yeah, this is color copies. Where did I hear this first? I don't remember. May have been a video for Alice in Hell. I don't remember. But amazing debut from Jeff Waters and Randy Rampage on vocals. Just an amazing album. I don't think he ever got close to this in any other album. The second album, Never Never Land's pretty good, but I think this just was amazing. Show you the back. Anything in the back, just picture. Yeah, just great stuff here. Annihilator. And then it's an album that's getting a reissue in a box set next month. Black Sabbath, The Headless Cross. Doesn't actually say The Headless Cross on here though, does it? This is the BMG copy. Death Calls is like the best song on here, even though everything on here is great. Headless Cross, Devil and Daughter, Kill in the Spirit World, Call of the Wild, Black Moon, Nightwing is also amazing. Got Gates of Hell as the opener. It's what do you call it? Like a short intro, 1 minute and 5 seconds. Yeah, they're releasing all the Tony Martin era albums in a box set. Still debating if I'm going to get that or not. It's $100, so I'm not sure. We'll see. But yeah, Black Sabbath, Headless Cross. Just, yeah. Black Sabbath without Ozzy is still great most of the time. And then we got The Cult, Sonic Temple. That song, Fire Woman. I always loved that song. I never heard anything else from this album until I heard they're re-releasing this. And I bought a couple more Cult albums. Sun King, Fire Woman, American Horse, E.D. Chow Baby, Sweet Soul Sister, Soul Asylum, New York City, Automatic Blues, Soldier Blue, right? Wake Up Time for Freedom, Medicine Train, The River, Bleeding Heart Graffiti, Messing Up the Blues, a New York City rock mix of Fire Woman, and an acoustic E.D. Chow Baby. Yeah, it's a good album. A lot of people like their, it's just on black vinyl. A lot of people also like their Love album quite a bit as well. Electric's good, I think, as well. Those are the other two I have on vinyl, plus this one. This is a reissue. Yep. And of course, this album I played to death on cassette. Dangerous Toys, self-titled debut album. Everything on here is great. Sportin' a Woody. That's the second side, isn't it? Teasing and Pleasing got me into that band. Seen the video for that. Scared, another single video. Bones in the Gutter, Take Me Drunk. Feels like a Hammer. Sportin' a Woody. That's an hilarious song. Queen of the Nile, Outlaw. Here Comes Trouble, 10 Boots Stomping. And that dog. This is an OG copy as well. I paid $12 for this, probably 10 years ago. Good luck finding it for $10 now. Or $12, I mean. Yeah. Bought this and Delirious Nomad by Armored Saint. I think Delirious Nomad, no, that was $7. This was $12. Yeah, Dangerous Toys. Awesome cover as well. One of my favorite covers. And then we got a CD, Exodus, Fabulous Disaster. Never a huge fan of Exodus in the 80s, really. Just, I know they're pretty big. A lot of people loved Exodus. I don't know, they sounded, I don't know, kind of generic to me, I guess. Going back listening to them now, I mean, I'm still not the biggest fan of their 80s output. I do like some of their later stuff, like Tempo of the Damned I really liked a lot. A couple albums with Rob Dukes on vocals, like Show How to Kill Machine. I thought that was great. And then the last couple albums are pretty good. But this, I guess, I don't know if it was just the production on these I didn't like or what. This got the Toxic Waltz on here. It's got a cover of Lowrider, Cajun Hell, Verbal Razors is a pretty good song. But yeah, Exodus. I don't know why it's in my favorites. Probably my favorite from the 80s, I guess. I haven't had any other Exodus on here, so. Another glammy band, Extremes, first album. Just re-listening to this, it's kind of just like, man, I still like it a lot though. Just a lot of these bands like this back in the 80s had some weird songs like Little Girls, just, what? But then Wind Me Up's great. Kid Eagle's amazing. Watching Waiting's pretty good. Mother Don't Want to Go to School Today. I always love that song. Teacher's Pet. Big Boys Don't Cry. Smoke Signals. Flesh and Blood and Rockabye Bye. Just not your typical really glam stuff. Especially in their later couple of albums, there was more kind of funk in there. But yeah, it's pretty good. Some thrash. Creator, Extreme Aggression. This has always been my favorite Creator album from the 80s. It's got me into Creator. Always hated the cover, but the album's great. Some Pain Will Last was always my favorite song on here. Always will be. The title track, Extreme Aggressions, No Reasons to Exist is on here. Love Us, Hate Us, Stream of Consciousness, Some Pain Will Last, Betrayer, that was always a big hit with everybody else. Don't Trust, Bringer of Torture was amazing. Fatal Energy. This whole album is a fucking banger. I love it so much. It's great. The box that I bought has this in it. But yeah, this is an OG from Noise Records. I think it's also from Europe, if I remember correctly. Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, Creator, Extreme Aggression. And we got another CD. Never been able to find this on vinyl. I found a couple other ones on vinyl, but not this one. This is Metal Church, Blessing in Disguise. It's got Fake Healer in here, Rest in Pieces, of Unsound Mind, Anthem to the Estranged, I guess that was a big hit. Badlands was a huge hit. The Spell Can't Be Broken, It's a Secret, Cannot Tell a Lie, and The Powers That Be. It's another band I didn't really get into in the 80s. I did like their Human Condition, the Human Condition album. So I like that song, Date with Poverty. But this is a really great album as well. I forgot I even had this on CD. I had it on my list and I took it off and I was like, wait a minute, do I have that on CD? I sure do. So, Metal Church. Morbid Angel, Altars of Madness. Just, you can see so much in this cover when you actually look at it. It's like so many faces and shit, and it's a cauldron, I guess. I don't know. First time I ever heard this, I was not impressed. This is a full dynamic range, maybe that makes a difference. But I did listen to it on CD as well. and it hits different now. So I haven't listened to it enough to actually to tell you any of my favorite songs on here, but I'll listen to it some more, maybe get back to you. But yeah, that's a great album. Now, Obituary, Slowly We Rot. This kind of a cheesy cover. It's kind of bad art, but it's a great album. On Slime Green, never heard anything like this when I first heard this album. Internal Bleeding, Godly Beings, Till Death, Slowly We Rot, Immortal Visions, Gates to Hell, Words of Evil, Suffocation. Morbid Angel had a song called Suffocation. Didn't they? Suffocate? Yeah, they both have a song called Suffocation. Probably not the same song. Intoxicated, Deadly Intentions, Blood Soaked, and Stinkopus. Yeah, I think Stinkopus was probably the big hit on here. If you can say they had hits. Hits that the metalheads really liked. Actually, I have a copy of this on cassette with no J card, though. Just a blank old cassette. And then another album that I've always wanted on original copy of, never been able to find because it's so expensive. Very hard to get, and they released it. Years of Decay. I'm so pissed. I bought the box set just for this. What happened? They released all the albums in the box set as single albums. I can buy this now for $24 on Amazon. I'm so pissed. I had all the other albums in some form or another, and except for this one. But whatever. Everything on here is great. Time to Kill, Elimination, I Hate, Nothing to Die For, Playing with Spider, Skull Crusher, Birth of Tension, Who Tends the Fire, The Years of Decay, Evil Never Dies. Tracks 1 through 3 and the last one are pure, straight up speed metal, thrash metal, and then the other ones are kind of mid-paced. Maybe Nothing to Die For is speedy. Yeah, but a lot of the other ones are like mid-paced. Playing with Spiders, Skull Crusher is kind of doomy. Years of Decay is kind of doomy. But yeah, this album, man. My favorite Overkill album out of every album they put out, ever. So good. There's another one I saw a video for. It was like a ballad, though. They're kind of like a progressive band. This is Sabotage, Gutter Ballet. This was also re-released with, I think it was a double vinyl, which I thought about getting, but it's kind of expensive, and only because this one, it's got a little bit of intergroove distortion on it. I don't know if that's because they fit so much on this album. There's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's 11 songs, and they're not real short, so. But I don't know, maybe it's just something. Everything on here is great, I think, though. I saw the video for When the Crowds Are Gone. Yeah, but then I got the album and I listened to the whole thing, and this whole album is great. My favorites probably are Gutter Ballet, When the Crowds Are Gone. I think Hounds. Yeah, Hounds. The Unholy and Mentally Yours I like a lot. But I do like this whole album. It's great. And then we got Beneath the Remains by Sepultura. This is the 2-disc reissue set. 1 disc with the original songs. And then the LP2 is bonus tracks with instrumentals and live songs. And yeah. I don't know if it's demos or what, but I haven't even listened to the second one. I just wanted the first album. Beneath Remains is on here. Inner Self is great. Stronger Than Hate. Mass Hypnosis. Sarcastic Existence. Slaves of Pain. Lobotomy. Hungry. Primitive Future. Beneath Remains, just this and the next album. Perfect. I do like their older stuff too. That's like very shitty production and more almost black metal in a way. Like, fuck what, I always forget the names of shit. Oh my god. Bestial Devastations. And Schizophrenia. Yeah. Anyway, let's go. Keep going. Skid Row, self-titled. What's there to say about this album? This was every rebellious teen's like album. You know, Big Gun, Sweet Little Sister, 18 in Life. Of course, I could go without hearing that again. It's a great song, but Youth Gone Wild. Here I Am, Making a Mess. I Remember You. The other song I could go without hearing again. Midnight Tornado. I'm not saying they're not good songs. They are, but they are played to death. Those are the only two songs, I Remember You and 18 in Life, that I hear on the radio. I don't hear Youth Gone Wild. I don't hear anything from Slave to the Grind. That's it. Tesla. Top 5 favorite albums from the 80s, from 89. These aren't any particular, these are alphabetized, by the way, not in the way I like them, but from my teenage years, from 16 until I was 20, this was my favorite album. I still love this album to this day. It makes me feel good when I listen to it. I don't know what it is, but I always like this album. It needs a reissue with two records, though, because there's so much music on here, and you gotta turn it up. But because this is an OG copy, this is a BMG. It's got Hang Tough, great opening track. Lady Luck, Heaven's Trail, On the Way Out. Be a Man, Lazy Days, Crazy Nights, Did It for the Money, Yesterday's Gone, Making Magic, The Way It Is, Flight to Nowhere, Love Song, Paradise, amazing song, I love that. Party's Over. Just this whole album is great. They never reached the heights they were on that one. Testament, Practice What You Preach. I always love this album, still love this album to this day. I do hear certain things I didn't hear when I first listened to it, like the kick drums or bass drum or something. I can hear like a clicking in certain songs. I thought maybe it was just the streaming version, because it was probably clearer or enhanced or something, but I hear it on here as well. I can get over it though, just because these songs on here are great. I mentioned before, I heard Practice What You Preach on 99 Minute Nightmare, my local radio station, and I just had to get it. It's got Practice What You Preach, Perilous Nation, Envy Life, Time Is Coming, Blessed in Contempt, Greenhouse Effect, Sins of Omission, The Ballad, Nightmare Coming Back to You, and Confusion Fusion. It even comes to original Inner Sleep, which is great. Didn't pay a lot for this either. They will be releasing this, I believe, on vinyl, reissuing this, because they're releasing the Legacy and the one before this. Oh my god, the New Order, coming out next month, end of next month, I think. The New Order's already sold out already. But you can still get the Legacy, from what I see. So I believe they'll be releasing this, and probably Souls of Black as well, if you don't have that. Music on Vinyl already released Souls of Black on the reissue, but I'll be getting this as a reissue as well, just to save this copy. So, yes. 2 more and then we're done. Voivod, Nothing Face. Probably the album everybody says is their favorite. Not my favorite. I don't think I have an actual favorite Voivod album. I do like the earlier stuff better because it's more chaotic. They're getting more, I'm not gonna say calm. It's more produced better and just a bit more mainstream. This is the record store day. I was lucky I found one, I guess, because I don't know, maybe it's pink. I don't know if it was hard to find or not. They made a lot of copies, I think. I think they had 2 or 3 when I went, so. I think everybody likes it because they got a cover of Astronomy Domine. The Pink Floyd cover, if I remember correctly. I think that was Pink Floyd, right? Yeah. So, Nothing Face. And then, last one, Big Game by White Lion. I don't like this as much as their debut album. It always has hold a place in my heart. This has got Radar Love on it. But this is a great album. Broken Home's on here. Little Fighter is on here. Living on the Edge. So yes, Big Game, White Lion. And that's it. Oh, excuse me, Jesus. I try to make these quick, but there's not this many albums. It's almost like a minute, 15 seconds an album or so by the time, plus me talking. So anyway, everybody that celebrates Easter, happy Easter. I don't celebrate it because of what Easter signifies. I just celebrate it for getting together with family and having a good meal. But I think everybody else, if you celebrate it for other reasons, good for you. Till next time, rock on.